Hello. So my name is Mr. Gemar Lago de la Cruz, and of course, today we're going to talk about subject, the course regarding English for effective communication, course number 1500203. All right, so without further delay, we're going to proceed now. Moving on, I'm going to present to you the objectives of this course. So, first objective is understand vocabulary related to personal qualities and characteristics. Second, use the simple past and past continuous in the sentence. And the third one, listen to audio about reconnecting with friends. And number four, read text or article about Kevin Kwan, the crazy rich Asians. And of course, the number five is discuss conversation fluency. And the last one is write a personal profile. So these are the things that we need to tackle on this unit. So let's start with the unit one. And of course, the unit one is entitled How Have You Changed? But before that, I have here a warm up question to you before we will proceed. What personal qualities do you have as a human being, as a worker, or as a student? What personal qualities do you have, do you think? Are you a hardworking person? Are you a patient person? Are you kind? Are you compassionate? There are lots of qualities that you can mention, but only you know what kind of person are you. Whatever it is, just believe in yourself. Okay, nothing is impossible. Believe and you will succeed. All right, so let's proceed now. Here we have a game. Of course, everyone loves game. In this one here, we are going to have a game that is called expressing oneself. Okay. But the challenge here is you're going to use one statement only of different kinds of emotions and personalities. So we have here a statement which is, I love fried chicken. But your challenge is this. As you can see, we have here adjectives, emotion like happy, angry, personality, surprise, or scared, or emotion somehow. Your challenge is you're going to say the statement, I love fried chicken in a happy emotion. Okay, look at the picture here. As you can see, you will do like that, and then you will say, I love fried chicken. It's easy, right? How about angry way, but you will say, I love fried chicken. So how are you going to say that one? And the scared one. So that is up to you, and that is really funny. So, okay, each of you or anyone is free to execute the game, and I will give points for that. All right, that is great. Perfect. Okay, now let's proceed now to. So we're done with the icebreaker. So thank you so much for that participation. So let's proceed now to vocabulary practice, of course. Now in this one, I have here photos, okay, and then I have words here above. So the words here you have to find by looking at the photos, you have to find the corresponding words above. So we have here the words affectionate, ambitious, compassionate, impulsive, patient, confident, and dedicated. So we have here eight words because we also have eight photos. First is this photo here. You can see that one. We have here Gigi is a or an blank parent. We have here Ron is a or an blank nurse. We have here Pia is a or an blank athlete. We also have Anna. Anna is or a an blank employee. We are going to find the words that corresponds on the photo or what word that corresponds of being a parent. What word that correlates about the nurse and what word that correlates about athlete and what word corresponds to employee. We have here 8 words and you have to choose 4 words from that. While thinking about this, let's proceed to the other 4 pictures. So remember, we have here Gigi as a parent, Ron as a nurse, Pia as an athlete, and Anna as an employee. This is the second set of the photo. So we have here graduates. Number 5, we have here Ari is a blank professor. Sam is a blank child. Han is a blank teacher. And 8, Lynn is a blank speaker. Now you have to find as well the word that corresponds or correlates to professor and what word that correlates to being a child. And what word correlates to being a teacher? Look at the photo. And for the speaker, as for Lynn. So we have your 8 words, 8 photos. I know you have in your mind already. And now let's see the answers for this one. Ta-da! There you go. We have here, of course, Gigi is an affectionate parent. So affection means you are showing love and care because affection, okay, showing caress, okay. So that is correlates or corresponds to the word parent. Number 2 is Ron. Ron is compassionate, okay, because he is a nurse, okay. Compassionate class over the word compassion. This means that you are showing mercy, showing love, of course, and kindness to other people. That's why you are compassionate. Okay. Number 3, Pia is a dedicated athlete. So dedicated is correlates to the word athlete because if you are not dedicated, then you cannot finish the goal or you will not be successful as many other successful athletes around the world. So dedicated is something like you are determined, you are not surrendering. Okay. So you are dedicated from your work, meaning you love the work you do. You have passion. All right. Number 4 is Anna. Anna is an ambitious employee. So as you can see, of course, being an employee, you have to be ambitious in a way, in a good way, okay, to improve yourself, to better your works. So, ambitious here, employee. So that is a collocation of the word ambitious here that collocates to employee or employee rather. Okay, number 5, sorry about that. Number 5 is Ari. Ari is a witty professor. Of course, uh, corresponding to the word professor, it corresponds to the word witty. So it connects. So that's why the answer there is witty. Number 6 is Sam. Sam is an impulsive child. So when you say impulsive, by the way, witty is connects or related to the word intelligent, smart, or wise, something like that. So that is witty. Okay. Of course, professor. Professor should be intelligent, should be witty because you are teaching, and you cannot teach without what you don't have. Okay, you cannot teach what you don't have. So of course, you should be witty, smart, wise, and intelligent, among others, because you are going to teach. Impulsive class is doing something without forethought. So children, this is connecting to the word children because as children, as you know, children are always like excited, curious, without thinking what they're doing. So I think Sam is that one. I get that one is playing there uh, at the beach, and that is showing, I think, impulsive. So being impulsive. All right. So seven Han is a patient teacher. As you can see, the child is like really like angry, or let's say boring, or being bored, is bored already. So she felt bored, and of course, as a teacher, you have to be patient and show love, so that the children will be interested in the class. Lynn is confident speaker because this is always, as a speaker, when you speak in front of people, you have to show confidence to the people. So here we have here matching type. So we have the words here: affectionate, compassionate, dedicated, ambitious, witty, impulsive, patient, and confident. So we have here also the words above the meaning. So we're going to find the meaning. So here are the answers for the meaning itself. Affectionate is number one, warm and caring. Number two, compassionate, meaning that is full of kindness, as I mentioned a while ago. And dedicated, number three, it's liturgy, focuses on a goal. And number four, ambitious, that is strongly wants to succeed. And number five, witty, that is quick to make a joke because you're smart or wise. And the number six, Sham, is impulsive. Impulsive is acts without thinking, so doing actions without forethought. And then patient, of course, is calm and helpful. And number eight, confident. So when you say confident, it means sure of oneself. It matters. Okay. All right, those are our vocabulary. So let's proceed now to the language practice. All right. So in this part, we are going to talk about present simple versus present continuous. Okay. Remember, class, in grammar has meaning. So different grammar tenses are used in different situations or contexts, and they carry different meanings. Okay, so now, class, we are going to talk about and differentiate the two. So present simple versus present continuous. So how these two works. Okay, for present simple, it use the simple present for action that happens repeatedly, or you can say habitual action. Okay, habitual means repeated actions. Example for that, you will say, Tom goes fishing every week. That is habitual because every week, right? Next, I usually work until 2 p.m. So that is usually work. So that is habitual because usual. My family comes to visit me every year. So that is habitual every year. So notice you have here frequency of adverbs we call. These adverbs are commonly used with simple present, like always, never, usually, rarely, sometimes, often, or more, a lot of things. So notice about this one because this will be used in making the simple present for habitual action. Second one, the most important is general or permanent situations or facts. Example, my family lives far away. This is permanent action. The earth is round. That is facts. Okay? So that is the use of simple present. Now, proceeding to the use of the present continuous, something that is happening now or close to the time of speaking. Example, where's Tom? He's playing soccer. Okay, so it's happening now. Don't bother the kids. They're doing their homework. They are doing their homework. Okay, now it's happening now. So you have to remember only that continuous is a continuous action, continuing action that is happening now. Okay. Now, the second one is a temporary situation. Example, Martha and her husband are traveling around Europe for 2 weeks. Sorry for the spelling, for 2 weeks. Temporary situation. Okay, not forever, it's only temporary. Okay, that is the difference between the two, the present simple and the present continuous. Okay, great job. Let's proceed now. Let's see the rules here. The grammar structure, okay? So these are the grammar structures. Here are some reminders on how to make the simple present and present continuous. Let's start with this one. For simple present, you have to, the most important thing to remember about this tense is third person singular. Okay? He, she, it. We say, I work, you work, we work, they work. But for the he, she, and it is different. Okay? It has an S at the end. He works. She works. It works. Remember for that one. Okay? Great job. Okay. Let's proceed now to another one. The verb be. So when you say the verb be are, is, and are. But we're talking here about present be verbs, which are is, and are. So example, I am. For he, she, and it, you can use is. For they, we, and you can use are. Remember the forms of verb be for the simple present tense. Simple present negative. So when you say negative, there is a not on it. So for all verbs except be, use doesn't and don't, plus simple form of the verb. Examples. Okay, look at this one. Sarah works on Sunday. Sarah doesn't work on Sunday. Okay, so you have to put there not the int, okay, plus the base form work. So Sarah works on Sunday and Sarah doesn't work on Sunday. Okay, number two, they have a big house. They don't have a big house. Okay, did you see the difference? Sam takes classes at night. Sam doesn't take classes at night. So you just put the not. I have a lot of free time. I don't have a lot of free time. That is the example showing you the present simple and the negative form. Verb be negative. So this time is a combination of the verb be and then the not. Okay, I emphasize it there, the blue one. So never use doesn't or don't. Simply add the word not after the verb. Example, I am tired. And then this time, I am not tired. Okay. You can contract the is not. You can say, or you can contract actually the I'm not. But this is like sound like I ain't tired. So it's weird for the others. She is rich. She is not rich. Or you can contract the is not to isn't. She isn't rich. Okay? They are here. They aren't here. Or they are not here. So you can contract it. Okay? But that is still showing the not there, emphasizing. So I just emphasized the not there. Thank you. All right, let's proceed now. So that is the verb negative, verb be negative. Okay. Now, for present continuous tense, important note about present continuous. Some verbs are not typically used in the present continuous tense. Instead, we prefer to use these verbs in simple present. So these verbs are called stative or non-action verbs. So example for that one is like hear, love, hate, those things. Okay. So you have to remember this one. This is really important for present continuous tense. Now, don't forget class. Do not forget that um, in present continuous, you have to remember only. You have to use the be verbs, which I mentioned last time. That is and are plus ing only. Example, you say everyone is studying hard. Okay, I am cleaning my house this week. Okay, this is something to talk about that is happening at the moment or now. Okay, now something that is negative using not, you can say they are working today. And then for negative, you can say they are not working today. Or you can contract, you can say they aren't working today. Okay, question using what I'm doing. So just exchange. So what are you, or not only the what, which, or where are you going? Why are you doing this? So the same thing, questions, interrogative. Example, what is she doing? So identify each photo to what are the people doing. So are you ready now? What is she doing? Yes, that is correct. She is eating. Good, good, good. Very good. Okay, how about this one? What is she doing? Yes, she is dancing. How about this one? What is he doing? Yes, he is running. Correct. Next one. What is he doing? Yes, that is correct. He is scuba diving. Next. What is he doing? He is paragliding. Good job. Okay. Thank you. Now let's practice this one. Do these exercise with your class. Choose a simple present or present continuous and discuss why it is correct. So we have your 1 to 8, and this is the answer. On Tuesdays, I go to the gym. Karen is plant painting her apartment this week. This room is very large. He has a headache right now. Stative. This is factual. The room is very large. That is a fact. It is raining really hard right now. It's doing now, right now. Where's John? He's working right now. I am meeting my friend in a few minutes. My family comes to San Diego often. Thank you. Before we listen, describe the man's personality in the picture. How has his character changed? In character B, discuss it. Look at that one. This is letter A and this is letter B. Look at the man there, the man with wearing a hat, and the man sitting on the sofa. He seemed like so quiet at letter A, right? But letter B. So this is how personality works. Okay. We have different personalities and we're also acting our personality depends on the people we are around. Okay. So that is what we call personal. That is the magic of the language of personalities. And that is really powerful. Just like the example here, A and B. Let's listen to the swine and let's answer the questions.
Unit 1. How have you changed? Page 4. Listening. 2. Listen to the conversation and answer the questions.
Shh, I think I hear something.
What is it, Audrey? Is it Roberto?
No, Gus texted me a few minutes ago. They're still waiting for him at the airport, but we have to be careful or we'll spoil the surprise. Hey, Mike, what are you doing?
I'm hanging decorations. See? It says, Surprise Roberto. And this other one says, Welcome back.
Oh, I see. Do you need any help?
No, I'm okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing Roberto. He has been gone a long time.
Well, a year feels like a long time, but I bet it went by quickly for him. I wonder if the experience has changed him.
I think he has changed. Have you seen his video channel about his experiences in Canada?
No, I didn't. Is he really making videos? What about?
They are about life as a foreign exchange student. He interviewed other international students and documented his adventures on film.
But Roberto is so quiet. He hardly ever talked to real people in high school. How does he handle being in front of a camera in another country?
I guess it doesn't bother him. The last time I checked, his channel had 14,000 followers.
Wow, 14,000. Maybe he has changed.
Sometimes travel changes people.
Well, I hope he hasn't changed too much. I liked the old Roberto.
I also heard that a private university saw his videos and offered him a job. They asked him to make short films about their campus and put them up on social media. So he is turning this into a career.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Hey, here's a text from Gus. He says they're almost here. Places, everyone. Mike, what are you doing? I see the car.
I'm turning off the lights. There. Shh. Surprise!
Great. So that is the listening practice. So listen to the conversation. So let's answer the questions. What are the speakers doing?
Unit 1. How have you changed?
Okay. So what are the speakers doing? They are preparing for the surprise. Very good. That is correct. Number two, who are they waiting for? Of course, they're waiting for Roberto. Number three, what are they planning to do? They're planning to surprise Roberto. And of course, number four, where was their friend? He is at the airport. And number five, what was their friend doing? He has just come home from Canada. See, that is really easy, right? Okay. Now let's listen again. I have another activities here for you. Okay. You're going to choose the sentences that are true about Roberto. Let's listen again. Okay. Good job. So as we listen again, this is the answer now of that one. All
Unit
right.
1. How have you changed?
Good job. Okay.
Unit 1. How have you changed?
There you go. So he was studying history in California? No, because it's in Canada. He had been very outgoing and social before he left. It's wrong. He was quiet. He made a video about being a student abroad. That is correct. And he went to a dance party with friends. That is correct. And so on. Good job. Okay, let's go now to reading practice. So for Kevin Kwan, turning intercultural life into art. So this is a reading passage. I'll give you 1 minute for that. Okay, and then this is the second part of that reading passage. Okay, great. So let's check if you are really reading. Okay. So read the article and choose the place where we had been following experiences. So we have Quan often spend his free time outside. Okay, where he's spending that one. Then get, let's see the answers. There you go. So for often spend his free time outside, it's in Singapore. Didn't get top grades in school, it's in Houston. Became successful in the art and design community, that's in New York. Reconnected with his family history, that's in Houston. Spent time with important people, that is in New York. And had friends with wealthy parents, that is in Singapore. Great job. Okay, let's see if what is true and false for about Kevin Kwan. All right, there you go. Kevin Kwan spent his early childhood in Singapore. That's true. Kwan moved to New York when he was 11. That's false. Kwan had a normal life as a teenager in the US. That's true. Kwan's family moved to Houston, Texas after graduating from high school. That's false. And Kwan's grandmother came from family of bankers. That is so true. Okay, here is the writing practice. So we have here Ricky Romero and Natasha Villanova. So these are profiling. Okay, this is how you're going to create a or write because later on you're going to write something about profiling yourself. So look at this one. Ricky Romero is talking about himself, describing his interest, his hobbies, and about his life. And also Natasha is talking about her family, about his interest, her interest as well, and what they're doing as a family as well. So by guiding this kind of like Ricky Romero and Natasha Villanova's writing, your task is write a profile to describe yourself and use main ideas and supporting details. For writing tip, describe people using adjectives and supporting examples. All right. So I think that would be all for this time, and I'm happy to have this discussion for this course. And that this is only unit one. We have unit two, and three, four, and five, and six. So see you again. All right. So thank you so much, and have a great day.